we will battle against temptation and sin for the duration of life on this earth. So the goal is holiness, yet a faith-fueled, realistic expectation leads me to know that I'm not going to have sinless perfection while I'm living in this current state. So temptation and sin in that sense is normal. But what I would want to be, if I was talking with somebody one-on-one, we were just sitting in my office or sitting in a coffee shop, I'd be talking about these things, but I'd also be wanting to know about where is your heart in this? What are your desires? What are your motivations? Are you identifying with the sin? Are you just willing to give up? Are you plunging into it more and more? Well, if that's your situation, then I wouldn't love you if I wasn't willing to at least stop and say, this is a serious place to make friends with sin, to allow it to continue to remain in the living room of your heart, if you will. And a lot of us do that. We might say, well, Lord, pornography isn't a sin struggle that's in my living room anymore, but I'm gonna just keep it in the back den of my heart, just to pull out when I need. No, I mean, Christ wants to fill every part of who we are. So if we're making friends with it, if we're minimizing it, if there's no change at all over a long period of time, I think that's at least enough for us to stop and say, where am I really at with this? Now, I actually said I wanted to lead out with the mercy of Christ. Here's the mercy. If you're aware of that, as I'm saying this to you and you're thinking, that's me, like I've been making friends with this. That is Jesus just coming after you, mercifully chasing you, saying, wake up. And he's not doing that with waving a shaming finger. He's not sitting back saying, ugh. He's coming, wrapping his arms around you and saying, don't go any further. Turn to me. That's his mercy. But friend, I mean, I'll just speak to those of you that are listening to this, to somebody that is saying, yeah, with the love of Christ, I say, cry out to Jesus and ask him to reveal what's really going on in your heart, because myself included, if I make friends with sin of whatever type, whether if it's sexual or not, I am in a pretty dangerous spot. That's the sober warning. And even that, we see our Father's love for us as his children, to not just let us become hardened. And so the hope is that whether if you're failing in this or winning, or if the trajectory is so slow, if God's giving you an awareness that the trajectory is slow, or that you're maybe going backwards, that awareness is coming from a Father who loves you so much.